What is up, my McLarius? Cam Mac 238 back at it again. I don't feel like playing Ninja Gaiden 4. I'm a little bit tired. Literally almost midnight. It's 11:52 right now, June 4th. React to Evolution of Super Mario. Why not? I mean, I haven't watched it really yet. Of course, I'm gonna react to it. Yeah, I'm gonna react to it. What else? Whenever I get successful one day on streaming and YouTubing, I will do a marathon of Super Mario. Yes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a marathon of Super Mario. From 1985 to now. Mario Kart did not is not included. It could be like all store based Mario game. I might include Luigi Mansion because why not? Give Luigi some love. But yeah, we're gonna react to Evolution of Super Mario, and we're gonna react to Evolution of Nintendo games later on. And Flatlife is dropping a new video, which I'm very excited about. I was gonna like react to James Bond video, Evolution James Bond video, because I don't get it the game. I do gotta play the PS1 game before the. I might do that. We'll see how it goes. But what about to say? Damn, I already reacted to the James Bond video, so yeah, go ahead and watch that video. Oh my goodness, drop some water. Damn it. Oh my goodness. I'm so. I got water on me. So hopefully you guys don't get no skip frame. So let's go ahead and react to it.
When you think of gaming legends, one character stands above the rest. An
Mhm.
Italian plumber with a red cap who changed video games forever. From pixels in arcades to stunning 4K kingdoms, this is how Mario became the most famous video game character ever.
The first Mario game I ever played was the Super Mario Brothers on Wii back in like 2000. What year did my sister had that console? I can't believe she don't have a console. That's insane. What was it? I think it was a what year was it came out? It was a red console or E-red console. I think it came out over. I mean, it came out to 2006, but what did she had it? 2010 or 11, I think. I don't know. Wii Sports and Mario's, bro. Did Flat out do an evolution of Wii Sports? I would love to. Or if not, I probably did already react or have it up yet. I mean, there's not that many games on there, not that many Wii Sports games. So yeah.
This is the evolution of Super Mario Bros. In 1981, Mario made his debut in the arcade hit Donkey Kong. Back then, he was called Jumpman. Creator Shigeru Miyamoto originally wanted to use Popeye, but could not get the rights. So, he created his own character instead, expecting him to be nothing more than a small arcade hero. He was wrong. When Donkey Kong arrived in the United States, Jumpman finally got a real name. Nintendo got into an argument with a Seattle warehouse landlord named Mario, and the name stuck with the team. Miyamoto liked how it sounded, and just like that, Jumpman became Mario. Imagine arguing with Nintendo and accidentally becoming gaming history. Mario's iconic look was born out of technical limits. As Miyamoto once explained, drawing detailed faces was difficult in the 8-bit era, so he started with a big nose, added a mustache to make it stand out, and gave him a cap because hair was harder to animate. Those simple choices became legendary. As the character grew, Shigeru Miyamoto imagined a game starring Mario and his brother Luigi. Fittingly, since Luigi was player 2, Miyamoto chose the second most popular Italian name for him. In 1983, Mario Bros. Was released. The two plumbers battled creatures from pipes, setting the stage for everything that followed.
I don't really know how to build something custom like that. In Airtable, I was able to build this in about 2 minutes. It's got all of my data presented exactly the way that I was envisioning. So I just gave a little bit of instruction to...
Oh my god.
Then, in 1985, Super Mario Bros. Changed gaming forever. Set in the Mushroom Kingdom, Mario sets out to rescue Princess Toadstool, later known worldwide as Princess Peach, from the villain Bowser, originally called Koopa in Japan. The story was simple, but the adventure felt massive. Players ran across 8 worlds, jumping on Goombas and Koopa Troopas while collecting power-ups. The Fire Flower let him throw fireballs. The Star made him invincible for a short time. But the most important was the Super Mushroom. It made Mario grow and gave the game its name, Super Mario Bros. Each world ended in a castle battle, but only the final encounter revealed the real Bowser. The impact was enormous. The game sold over 58 million copies across many releases and became one of the most influential titles ever made, helping revive the video game industry after the 1983 crash and turning the NES in America and the Famicom in Japan into huge successes. It also launched one of the biggest franchises in gaming history. To quickly release a sequel, Nintendo took a game called Yume Kojo, Doki Doki Panic, replaced the original characters with Mario and his friends, made a few small changes, and released it as Super Mario Bros. 2 in 1988. It was completely different from the original. The story took place in a strange dream world, and instead of Bowser, the villain was an evil frog named Wart. This time, players could choose between 4 characters: Mario, Luigi, Toad, or Princess Toadstool, each with different abilities. It also introduced new enemies, such as Shy Guy and Birdo. Fun fact, in Japan, Super Mario Bros. 2 was a completely different sequel and brutally difficult. Nintendo...
Was Birdo a transgender, right? Because I did watch one of the videos before. I don't know what it was about on Flatlife that I just found that he said that Odette, that's her name, was actually a transgender because that's a male and it looked like a female. I don't know. I don't know. I may be tripping, but I'm pretty sure.
of America believed Western players would find it too frustrating, so the game stayed in Japan for years and was later released worldwide as Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, now famous as one of the hardest Mario games ever made. Before the game even launched, Super Mario Bros. 3 appeared in the 1989 movie The Wizard. The film was basically a giant ad, but it worked. Fans could not wait. Back in the Mushroom World, Bowser returned and sent his 7 Koopalings to take over the kingdoms. Mario and Luigi defeated them one by one, only to discover Bowser had kidnapped the princess again. The gameplay evolved in a big way, adding new moves, a world map, and iconic suits like the Super Leaf and Tanuki suit that...
Listen, if I was Mario and Princess Peach keep on getting kidnapped every time, and every time a game would come out, Mario 1, 2, 3, Super Mario Bros. Wii, Mario Sunshine. I don't know about Sunshine, but hey, games like that. Just leave her, man. She cheat on you. She just cheat on you, Mario. Hey, go on with Daisy or Rosalie.
Changed how players explored each level. While the previous game had been rushed, this one was a true passion project directed by the legend himself. Super Mario Bros.
Rush. Wait, hold on. When Super Mario 2 came out? When Super Mario Bros. 2 came out? Because 85 was the first one. What about Super Mario Bros. 2? Super? No. Hey, I must be a Super. Super Mario. Not the movie. Not the video game. Not Galaxy 2. 1988. 85. It was in a rush? What? Oh, okay. I think if you think that's a rush.
Bros. 3 became a massive
Honestly,
hit,
3 years
selling
rush.
18 million copies.
I-
It is widely considered one of the best games ever released for the NES, with one reviewer calling it the Mona Lisa of gaming. Fun fact, the Chain Chomp was inspired by a childhood moment in Miyamoto's life when a dog tried to attack him but was pulled away just before it could bite him. In 1989, Nintendo launched the Game Boy, and Mario came along for the ride. Super Mario Land was created to promote the new handheld. This time, development was led by Gunpei Yokoi, the inventor of the Game Boy, giving the game a different feel from earlier Mario titles.
Sorry for pausing. The only handheld console game I ever played was PSP and a Nintendo DS. I never owned a Nintendo DS. My nephew and my niece had it. I'd play on their handheld. It was pretty fun. But for me, it was a PSP. I still got it to this, but it's not the same thing. I bought it recently last year. It just the battery is weak, so yeah. I still play on the battery. Just haven't played on it in a while. But yeah, yeah. Where's the mouse? There you are.
Mario's first portable adventure took place in Sarasa Land, where an alien named Tatanga kidnapped Princess Daisy, who made her debut in the series. The game introduced the Super Flower, letting Mario shoot projectiles, and hearts that restore health. Despite the small screen, critics were impressed. One magazine called it an arcade machine in your pocket. The game became a huge success, selling over 25 million copies.
Hey man. Oh. SNES.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I don't know.
In 1990, Nintendo launched the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and Mario led the way. The new console debuted with Super Mario World, a huge step forward for the series. Mario and Luigi travel to Dinosaur Land for a vacation with Princess Peach, but Bowser quickly ruins the trip by kidnapping her again. While exploring the island, Mario discovers a strange egg that hatches into a friendly dinosaur named Yoshi, who becomes one of the most iconic companions in gaming. Interestingly, there are cultural differences between the American and Japanese versions of the game, with the American version removing Yoshi's ability to eat dolphins. In Japan, apparently dolphins were still on the menu. The game expanded Mario's world with a large overworld map that let players take different paths and discover secrets. New moves like the spin jump were added, along with the cape feather, which lets Mario fly. And for the first time, Mario could ride Yoshi, who could eat enemies and help clear levels. Multiplayer also allowed 2 players to take turns playing as Mario and Luigi. Super Mario World became one of the most loved games of all time. It was also a huge success, selling over 20 million copies and becoming the best-selling SNES game. Fun fact, in 1995, Super Mario World received a follow-up called Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, a prequel where players control Yoshi while protecting baby Mario and baby Luigi.
Yeah, I don't know.
In 1992, Mario returned to the Game Boy with Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. The adventure was much bigger, adding a world map that let players choose different paths. The real highlight was Wario's debut. While Mario was away, Wario took over Mario Land. To get it back, Mario must defeat 6 bosses and collect 6 golden coins. It also introduced new power-ups, including Bunny Mario, letting Mario glide through the air by flapping his bunny ears. Fun fact, in 1994, Wario returned in Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, his first game as the main character, launching the Wario Land series. Interestingly, his name comes from the Japanese word warui, meaning bad, combined with Mario, essentially making him Bad Mario.
Nice.
It's me, Mario!
In 1996, Mario made his biggest leap yet, stepping into the third dimension with Super Mario 64. Shigeru Miyamoto had dreamed of a 3D Mario for years, but the Nintendo 64 finally made it possible. Its controller introduced an analog stick that allowed smooth movement in 3D space, something players had never experienced before. The result? changed platform games forever. The story begins with Princess Peach inviting Mario to her castle for cake. When he arrives, he discovers that Bowser has taken over and trapped Peach inside the castle. The castle now serves as a hub world filled with magical paintings that lead to different worlds. To rescue Peach, Mario must explore these worlds and collect enough Power Stars to challenge Bowser. For the first time, players could freely explore large 3D environments. Mario also gained many new moves, including the long jump, wall kick, backflip, and ground pound, giving players more freedom than ever before. Special caps were another new addition, allowing Mario to fly through the sky, walk underwater, or pass through certain walls. And it also introduced Mario's true enemy, the camera. Nevertheless, the game was a massive success, selling nearly 12 million copies and becoming the best-selling game on the Nintendo 64. Critics loved it too, earning an impressive 94 on Metacritic. Today, it is widely considered one of the most influential video games ever made.
Super Mario Sunshine.
After Super Mario 64, fans waited 6 years for the next big adventure. Nintendo first explored ideas like Super Mario 64 2 and Super Mario 128, but eventually chose a very different direction. In 2002, Mario arrived on the GameCube with Super Mario Sunshine. The story takes place on the tropical Isle Delfino, where Mario is blamed for covering the island in paint. To clear his name, he must clean up the mess and recover missing shine sprites. To do this, Mario uses a new device called Flood, a water-powered backpack that lets him spray enemies and hover through the air. Mario goes from plumber to the island's janitor. The game also introduced several important characters, including Bowser Jr., who appears as the new main enemy, along with Petey Piranha, Toadsworth, and the mysterious Shadow Mario. Critics praised the colorful world and clever puzzles, giving the game a strong 92 on Metacritic. Fun fact, early in development, Nintendo planned a multiplayer mode where players would spread paint around the island instead of cleaning it. The idea was dropped, but it later inspired the Splatoon series. Turns out, making the mess was more fun than cleaning it.
Hell yeah, man.
You're one sentence away from launching your website with Base 44. Since the beginning of the internet, there's never been such a fun, fast, and
in 2006, Mario returned to his 2D roots with New Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo DS. The adventure spans 8 worlds, filled with secrets, fortresses, and castles. And of course, Peach is kidnapped again. So Mario sets out to stop Bowser Jr. At this point, the Mushroom Kingdom seriously needs better security. Interestingly, while the gameplay is 2D, the characters are fully 3D. The game also has added new moves like the wall jump and ground pound, along with power-ups such as the Mega Mushroom, which lets Mario smash through almost anything. Most critics praised the game for improving the classic formula, though some felt it was a bit too easy. Either way, it became a massive success, selling over 30 million copies and becoming the best-selling Nintendo DS game ever. Turns out jumping on turtles never gets old. Fun fact, Bowser almost looked very different. When Shigeru Miyamoto first sketched him, he was supposed to be an ox. However, the animator misunderstood the drawing and turned him into a turtle instead. That mistake created one of gaming's most famous villains. In 2007, Mario blasted into space with Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii. The adventure takes him across tiny planets and colorful galaxies where gravity constantly changes how you move and explore.
I'm glad that Flatlife doing like a list of games so I could like play these on for the marathon. I just expect the game. I expect a lot of Mario games, but it's not that many to be honest. So 1985, 1, 2, 3 from the 80s and 90s. Well, just around the 80s. 2 Super Mario Land. Game the handheld would not count. SNES, N64, Nintendo GameCube, and now Super Mario Galaxy. Oh, never mind. That's a lot. It's a lot right now.
Suddenly, Mario is not just a plumber, he's also an astronaut. The idea actually began years earlier with a demo called Super Mario 128, where Nintendo experimented with spherical worlds. That concept later evolved into the space setting of Galaxy. During a festival celebrating a comet that appears every 100 years, Bowser attacks with a fleet of airships and lifts Peach's castle into space. Mario is thrown into the cosmos, where he meets Rosalina, who asks him to collect power stars to restore power to her observatory so he can rescue Peach. Players travel across many galaxies, collecting up to 121 power stars and battling enemies like Bowser and Bowser Jr. The game introduced new transformations such as Bee Mario, Boo Mario, Flying Mario, and more. The magic was enhanced by a full orchestral soundtrack. The gravity mechanics and motion controls impressed critics, winning Game of the Year and earning the highest score ever for a Mario game, with an incredible 97 on Metacritic. It also became a huge commercial success, selling over 12 million copies. Fun fact, GameStop once accidentally called customers saying the game was rated M for mature, meaning it would include strong violence and language. Of course, this was a mistake as the game was rated E for everyone. Still, a mature Mario sounds interesting.
It'll be like number 8.
In 2009, Mario returned on the Wii with New Super Mario Bros. Wii. The game kept the classic side-scrolling style, but the biggest change was multiplayer, allowing up to 4 players to run through levels together as Mario, Luigi, or 2 Toads. Shigeru Miyamoto had wanted multiplayer in a Mario game for years, but earlier hardware could not handle it. With the Wii, that idea finally became reality, which sounds fun until someone throws you into a pit. While it did not match the critical praise of Super Mario Galaxy, scoring 87 on Metacritic, it sold far more copies. The co-op gameplay was perfect for families and friends, and the classic 2D style made it easy for anyone to jump in, helping the game sell over 30 million copies.
I forgot that Galaxy 2.
But then, it was time for another masterpiece. In 2010, Nintendo released Super Mario Galaxy 2. At first, Shigeru Miyamoto planned to re-release the original game with extra content, calling it Super Mario Galaxy 1.5. But so many new ideas appeared that the team decided to create a full sequel instead, extending development
how many are we on right now? 1, 2, 3 are the 80s, 4 are from the 90s, SNES, 5 is 64, 6 is GameCube, 7 is Galaxy, 8 is Super Mario Brothers on the Wii, and now number 9 is Galaxy 2. Golly.
About 2.5 years. The story begins during the Star Festival, when Peach invites Mario to the castle for cake. Before he arrives, Bowser attacks again and kidnaps her, sending Mario back into space. Like the first game, Mario travels across many small planets with unique themes and gravity mechanics. This time, the galaxies are accessed from a moving hub called Starship Mario. The sequel introduced new abilities, such as Rock Mario and Cloud Mario, and Yoshi returned as a rideable companion who could grab enemies, swing across gaps, and use special berries for new powers. It was also more difficult, leading some countries to include an instructional DVD explaining the controls. Yes, the game was so hard, it came with instructions to survive. Critics once again praised the creativity and level design. Many outlets gave it perfect scores, earning another 97 on Metacritic, tying with Super Mario Galaxy as the highest-rated Mario games. It sold around 7 million copies worldwide, fewer than its predecessor, but still a major success.
So our competitors tonight, Tanae Marcus, who's proven to be an incredibly fast typist, 110 words per minute.
Wait, this handheld though?
In 2011, Mario jumped onto the Nintendo 3DS with Super Mario 3D Land, released 25 years after the original Super Mario Bros. The game mixed two styles that had never been combined before. It played like a classic side-scrolling Mario game, but in a fully 3D world. One highlight was the return of the Tanuki suit, letting Mario float through the air and attack enemies with his tail. The story was classic Mario. After a storm damages the mysterious tail tree, Princess Peach goes to investigate and disappears. The next morning, Mario finds a photo of her in Bowser's hands. Here we go again. Despite the familiar plot, critics loved the game, giving it a 90 score. Some reviewers felt it was a bit too easy, but many still praised it as brilliant. IGN even called it the best reason to own a 3DS. Players clearly agreed, as the game sold over 12 million copies.
Console not have Super Mario Bros.
In 2012, new Super Mario Bros. 2 arrived on the Nintendo 3DS as a sequel to the original DS hit. Bowser's minions kidnap Princess Peach again, sending Mario and Luigi on another rescue mission. This time, the real star is coins. Lots of coins, gold flowers, special levels, and a new coin rush mode push players to collect as many as possible with only one life. The ultimate goal is collecting 1 million coins, which rewards you with a shiny gold Mario statue. And for the truly insane, you can keep going to the maximum coins to unlock a gold Raccoon Mario statue. At that point, Mario basically turns into Scrooge McDuck. Critics were less excited, giving the game a 78 on Metacritic, one of the lowest scores in the series. Some felt the formula had not evolved enough. Still, the game was a massive success, selling over 13 million copies.
Alright, that's number 10.
Then in 2012, Mario's beautiful mustache would finally be visible in full HD for the first time, with new Super Mario Bros. U released on the Wii U. Bowser and his army storm Peach's castle, sending Mario and his friends flying across the kingdom to rescue the princess. The gameplay stayed classic 2D Mario, with the return of Yoshi and power-ups like the Ice Flower. New additions included the flying squirrel suit, letting Mario glide and cling to walls, and Baby Yoshi's adding special abilities. New modes added variety. Challenge mode introduced special restrictions, such as short time limits, while Boost Rush sped up levels as players collected more coins. Critics responded well, giving the game an 84 score and calling it a strong start for Mario in HD. But because the Wii U became a commercial failure, the game first sold just over 5 million copies. Later, it was re-released on the Nintendo Switch, pushing total sales to over 18 million, turning it into a huge success. Fun fact, to celebrate Luigi's 30th anniversary, Nintendo launched the Year of Luigi in 2013. It included new Super Luigi U, along with other Luigi-themed games and merchandise. But the Year of Luigi turned into a disaster. Nintendo reported a record loss of 46.4 billion yen, around $456 million. Poor Luigi.
Oh, Luigi. I'm a poor Luigi.
Even though the Wii U struggled, it still delivered some great Mario games. For many, the best one was Super Mario 3D World. During a celebration outside Peach's castle, Mario and his friends find a pipe leading to a fairy kingdom ruled by the Sprixies. But Bowser invades and kidnaps them. Bowser really treats kidnapping like a hobby. The game mixed classic platforming with creative new ideas. One highlight was the Super Bell, which turns Mario into a cat, letting him climb walls and scratch enemies. Yes, Mario becomes a cat. For the first time in a 3D Mario game, players could team up in multiplayer as Mario, Luigi, Peach, or Blue Toad, each with their own abilities. Critics loved it. The game scored an incredible 93, praised for its creativity, level design, and chaotic co-op gameplay. It even won several Game of the Year awards, but the struggling Wii U limited its sales. In 2015, Super Mario Maker turned players into level designers. Using the Wii U gamepad, anyone could build their own Mario stages with Goombas, pipes, blocks, and traps.
Cool that
Levels could be built in several classic Mario styles, letting players recreate different eras of the series. Players could test and share their levels online, creating creative and often brutally difficult levels. And suddenly, Bowser was no longer the biggest villain, the players were. The game also introduced the strange, weird mushroom, which makes Mario tall and thin, so he can jump higher, basically turning Mario into a walking noodle. Critics loved the concept, giving Super Mario Maker an 88 score.
Remember college? Well, now, college is over.
Stop. Let's go. Oh, a mobile com.
Then in 2016, Super Mario Run brought Mario to iPhone and iPad, and later to Android. It was the first time Nintendo used one of its classic franchises for a mobile game. And Shigeru Miyamoto even returned to help with the project. Like Temple Run, Mario runs forward automatically while players tap the screen to jump, defeat enemies, collect coins, and rescue Princess Peach from Bowser. However, the always online requirement and the price to unlock the full game led to criticism, and the game received only a 76 score.
Yep, Odyssey.
From the lowest score in the series to the highest, Mario returned in style. In October 2017, Super Mario Odyssey launched for the Nintendo Switch. Development began back in 2013 after Super Mario 3D World, as Nintendo wanted to return to the open sandbox style of Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine, where players could freely explore large worlds. This time, Mario travels across many kingdoms with his new ally, Cappy, collecting power moons to power the Odyssey airship and stop Bowser from forcing Princess Peach into marriage. The game's key mechanic is the capture ability. By throwing Cappy, Mario can possess enemies, use his hat as a platform, and solve puzzles in creative ways. The second player can also control Cappy in co-op mode. Both players and critics loved the game. It received an outstanding 97 score, tying the Super Mario Galaxy games as the highest rated in the series and winning several awards. It also became a massive commercial success, selling over 30 million copies. That is a lot of plumbers saving the day.
Super Mario Maker 2.
Then in 2019, Super Mario Maker 2 arrived. It added a story mode where players complete built-in levels to help rebuild Princess Peach's castle. The core idea remained the same, but new enemies, items, and terrain expanded the creative possibilities. One small feature fans had begged for was slopes, a request so famous that Nintendo's internal project name for the sequel was simply Slopes. The sequel was once again a big success, earning the same 88 score as the first game. Fun fact, in 2020, Nintendo celebrated Mario's 35th anniversary with Super Mario 3D All-Stars, a collection of Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy, bringing HD visuals, smoother controls, and above all, super nostalgia.
What the hell?
Switch owners who missed the 2013 Wii U game Super Mario 3D World got another chance in 2021 when it returned together with a brand new adventure called Bowser's Fury. While 3D World played much like the original, the new version added faster movement and smoother controls. Meanwhile, Bowser's Fury offered a more open-world adventure where Mario explores Lake Lapcat and collects cat shines to stop a giant, corrupted Bowser. Basically, Bowser goes full Godzilla. Critics praised both the re-release and the new adventure, giving the game an 89 score, and it went on to sell over 13 million copies.
Maybe I'll play it. That's the newest one, right?
In 2023, Mario returned to classic side-scrolling with Super Mario Bros. Wonder, the first brand new 2D Mario game since 2012. This time, the adventure takes place in the Flower Kingdom, where Bowser steals a magical Wonder Flower and merges with the castle. These flowers can suddenly transform levels in strange ways, making pipes move, enemies swarm, or the entire stage behave unpredictably. To create these moments, the development team explored over 2,000 ideas for possible wonder effects. They probably went through a few super mushrooms during those brainstorming sessions. The game also introduced new power-ups like Elephant Mario, along with badges that give players special abilities and help balance the difficulty for both beginners and experienced players. Critics praised the creativity and constant surprises, giving the game a 92 score. It quickly became the fastest-selling Mario game, reaching over 16 million copies sold. With the Nintendo Switch 2, an expanded version released in March 2026, adding the new Bella Bell Park area with several multiplayer modes to increase the chaos even more. But Mario went beyond games and became a Hollywood star in 2023 with the Super Mario Bros. Movie, going from jumping on Goombas to taking over the big screen. 30 years earlier, Mario had already tried this in 1993, but that film was a disaster and even lost millions. So this time, Nintendo did things differently. No live action, just full animation by Illumination. Bright, fast, and full of life. It finally feels like the games, packed with references like Rainbow Road from Mario Kart and power-ups like Cat Mario.
He looks adorable.
The story stays classic, just like the games, but with a twist. Instead of Peach, Bowser kidnaps Luigi, so Mario teams up with Peach, Toad, and Donkey Kong to save him. The cast is stacked. Chris Pratt as Mario, Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach, Charlie Day as Luigi, Jack Black as Bowser, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, and more. Even Charles Martinet appears in cameo roles, though not as Mario himself, which disappointed many fans. And it paid off in a huge way. Fans clearly loved it, with a solid 7 on IMDb. But even more impressive, with a budget of just $100 million, the movie made over $1.3 billion worldwide, becoming the highest-grossing video game movie ever. That is enough coins to buy the entire Mushroom Kingdom. After that massive success, a sequel was inevitable. In April 2026, the Super Mario Galaxy movie takes Mario to space, this time joined by Yoshi, meeting Rosalina, and facing Bowser once again. Now, with Bowser Jr. From a pixelated plumber in 1981 to massive open worlds, galaxies, and billion-dollar movies, Mario did not just evolve, he became gaming itself. If you enjoy these evolutions, you can become a member for $5 per month. Join now to get early access, sometimes even weeks before new videos release, and your name is added to the credits. Huge thanks to the legends who already joined. Your support truly makes a difference. And subscribe. More exciting evolutions are on the way.
Hey, he did release another video for members only though. Hopefully it'll be out on the weekend. I will react to it. What a video. I liked it. Evolution of Super Mario. So what I just said earlier, I will do a marathon of this on Twitch live stream one day. It won't be the first marathon. First marathon I told you guys will be the PlayStation Iconic Marathon or Legendary Marathon. I think Iconic is better with 5 game series. I might as well tell you this right now. 5 game series of PlayStation. One, the first one that I would play, my childhood game is Ratchet and Clank. It's gonna be all main game too, no spin-off. It's all Ratchet Clank game from the PS2, from PS3, PS4, PS5. And there will be Sly Cooper, Sly 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then Jack and Dexter 1, 2, 3, and a combat racing game. And then it will be Uncharted 1, 2, 3, 4, and the one with Chloe. What's the game called? Uncharted what? Uncharted The Lost Legacy. Yeah. And the fifth one? What's the fifth one? Oh, God of War. God of War will be last. But that game will be difficult, of course. I mean, it's not hard. I mean, the last 2 God of War games. Oh, God of War Lefay. I'm so excited to play that game. Oh my God. Ooh, I'm so excited, man. But yeah, Super Mario Marathon. Mario Marathon. It will be 13 games in total. How many games am I playing with a PlayStation? Wait, what else game did I say for the marathon? Well, I was gonna be a Fortnite one, but I already beat Fortnite on the YouTube. Like you guys could like go on my YouTube videos of Fortnite. I beat that. What else? PlayStation, I did say Grand Theft Auto Marathon. Grand Theft Auto, Super Mario. What else? What else? What else? Thinking right now. Mm. Oh, the company of the games of the Marathon, like Insomniac, Sucker Punch, and Naughty Dog. I would do that. Yeah, that's about it. 13 games of Mario. I think I could do that. PlayStation, 9. Ooh, wait. Spent the remaster one count. The remaster one count, I believe. Well, 4. Did I do the remaster of Ratchet and Clank? 4 PS2 Ratchet and Clank game. 4 PS3 Ratchet and Clank game. At 8. Ripped apart, that's making 9. And then 10 is the Ratchet and Clank PS4 included. That's like, is that basically a sequel to Rift Apart, or it's just a remaster, right? The late really doesn't matter, but it doesn't matter. So that, I'm gonna say 9 for right now. 4 games for Sly Cooper, 4 games for Jack and Dexter. That total of 8. That's 27. 27 plus 5, which is Uncharted. 32. I'm gonna play 37 games all day. I mean, I play these games all the time too, so it could be easy for me. Hopefully, it won't take me that. I believe it will take about less than maybe 7 days or less. Maybe we'll see how it goes because I'm play these games all the time. I beat these games all the time too, especially Sly Cooper, Ratchet Clank, Jack and Dexter, Uncharted, God of War. Like I literally beat games. But yeah, that's the video of Evolution Super Mario, and that's my plan on the marathon if I do it one day. Whenever I be, I'll only do the marathon one. That's what right now. Working a job right now. I'm working a job. When I get successful, when I had all this money, uh, I'll be good. Don't have to like worry about working, and I'll be doing this all day. Hopefully, or just find a good job for computer science. I'm working at a retail store right now, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, guys, like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. See more of this content. See more of this content up like this. Literally all the time. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, MacLears. I'll go to sleep. Oh, it's just there we go.